Good morning, students. This is the second chapter, subject SST, and for standard 5. In previous video, that was the part 1, we have discussed in this chapter. In this chapter, we have discussed about the mountains and features of mountains, importance of mountains, plateaus, okay, and importance of plateaus. Today I am going to discuss the next topics. Next are the plain areas. What are that? Plains are broad, flat stretches of land extending of hundreds of kilometers. More than 1/3 of the earth land is covered with the plain area. And how does this area form? These areas formed by the river that flow down the mountains, and as they come down, rivers carry sand, silt, mud deposit along the river beds, and these things going on year after year takes hundreds or thousands years, and at last these areas form. These areas are very thickly populated, and one of the best example is northern plains that is formed by the river Ganges in India. Next, coastal plain. The stretch of lowland along the sea coast sloping towards the sea. Such type of area is called the coastal plains. If I talk about the vegetation of this area is controlled by the climate, and this area, the soil is very fertile, so the most of the people stay there and make their homes and for their different daily purpose. Now I am going to discuss the importance of plains. What are the importance? First, this area is very good for the agriculture because the fertile soil, that flat terrain, and availability of water and transport facilities make this area thickly populated. And most of the civilization grown in this river bank or plains. Even today, many big cities or towns are found in this area, and some industries like textile, automobiles, and iron and steel have developed in this region. And coastal area very good for the fishing region. So these are the importance of plain. Next is desert. You can see in the picture, and you can understand what type of area it would be. This area actually rocky and barren, and mostly are hot and dry because it receives very little rainfall. And name of the some desert, big desert in the earth: Sahara in Africa, Patagonia Desert in South America, the Great Sandy Desert in Australia, and the Arabian Desert in Asia. And the western part of India is the Thar Desert. In India, the name of the desert is Thar. What are the features of desert? In this area, high-speed winds and sandstorms are very common in desert. And desert are rocky and sandy. And in such desert, the winds blow the sand from one place to another. And in desert, where the small area of water is found, that areas are called oases. And cactus and date plants are very common in this area. Now some deserts are called cold desert, like Antarctica is the largest cold desert of the world. Some importance of desert: mineral like copper, iron, uranium, and some mineral found in the desert. The Atacama Desert in Chile is especially rich in mineral salt. And these are the some importance given in your book. Students you are asked or advised to read each and every line from your books. Next is river. So what is the definition of river? A river is a natural channel of water that flows towards a lake, sea, another river, or an ocean. Most of the rivers originated from mountain, and from the mountain slope it run down and come to the plain areas. Stages are given: canyons, waterfall, rapids. These are the type of the feature of the stages. Now in this picture you can see the meanders. Meanders mean in this area the speed of the river decrease and the river become widened. For good example of this meandering course of river Ganga between Allahabad and Varanasi. And in the lower, it is the third stage, we can say, when the river join into a large water body, such in the sea. And the speed of this area is very low and divided into several channels. And that time it is called delta. And river Ganga form a delta as it flow into the Bay of Bengal. And some importance are given. What are the importance of a river? River are the major source of fresh water for drinking and irrigation. River have been used for navigation for thousands of years, and they provide cheapest means of transport. River are rich source of fish and other edible aquatic life. And fast flowing rivers and waterfalls are a source of hydroelectricity. And river brings the deposit fertile soil from mountain to helpful for various crops. So this is the chapter, and we have discussed this chapter in two parts. And the first part already I have discussed, and today I have completed second part. And in this way we have concluded the chapter. So the students you are all asked or requested to go through each and everything whatever given in your book, and then you try to solve the question answer. And in this way we have concluded the chapter 2. Okay, thank you.